I'm on the first page. I'm already scared. What on earth are we calling cute? What's up, guys? That guy with a pencil here from Fat Newman to have it on and keep it on me at all times. Well, fun fact, here we are to review chapter 35 of Boruto 2 Blue Vortex. So I will completely hold on. I'm speaking too fast because it's the first video of the day. I will completely admit I forgot Boruto's dropping. I checked Viz for something. I checked Viz for something else and then Boruto was out. I was like, oh. I don't know why in my head I thought it was coming out on the 20th. Did not realize it was coming out on the 18th. There we are. So here we are for Boruto 2 Blue Vortex, chapter 35, Cute. And I believe this is Hidari we have on the cover, which makes sense. Currently, I believe, now it's just, is it just him and Jura? Right? Right? Because with Mushi dead, Matsuri dead, Ryu dead, I don't think there are any new Shinju, right? So, like, it is just these two now. And obviously it makes sense that Hidari's sticking around for the longest in comparison to all the characters we've had so far. Bugtree, or I call him a Mushi Bugtree. Bug was like irrelevant. If there was anyone to show us the actual stakes behind not getting a Shinju back to set up stakes for Hidari, aka Sasuke, it was going to be Bug, so it makes sense that he ultimately ended up perishing. Matsuri, like, just wasn't necessarily destined to stick around for a long time because Moegi, but like, not even that Moegi does anything, but I just don't think it really would have worked. And then Ryu, well, I don't think he's that important. I don't know. It's interesting. I think we're probably going to get new ones because I highly doubt we're just going to stick with Hidari and Jura. To be fair, Jura is more than enough on his own. It's probably why he's not out there actively protecting his fellow Divine Trees and or doesn't necessarily care too much about them being slain. But still, I don't know. It's actually pretty interesting that 35 chapters deep, we still do have the Shinju as our main antagonists, but now they're down to 2. And admittedly, our cast is just getting stronger and stronger and more refined. Do I think they're enough to take down Jura? No. But let's not waste any more time. Let's hop right into chapter 35. Cute. And I'll bet, I do like Hidari's design. One of my favorite details is the fact that his hood is his hair, which does at least imply to me that he's bald. Like, I don't know, am I supposed to read this another way? He's probably bald under there. Like, if that, because this is obviously meant to represent Sasuke's hair swoop covering one of his eyes. But in that same case, like, that's literally his hood. We know this is their clothing. This isn't actually, I mean, obviously it's biologically a part of them, as in they were born like this, but it's not part of his skin. Are all Shinju bald? Ryu had hair, right? Am I dumb? Did Ryu not have hair? Actually, I don't think Ryu had hair. Hold on, let me do something. There we go. But like, Ryu, I think, it just hit me that all Shinju may be. Mamushi had a beard though, but you can be bald and have a beard. So like, maybe all Shinju are bald because like it's not even like Jura has hair either. Huh, but that's actually right into the chapter itself. Wait, I'm a scientist. Experiments what I do. Yes. Mamushi has died. Hidari's like, and that's my problem. He's like, rough stuff, OG. I don't care. I was like, driven by instinct, he gave into his desires and ended up burning out. I guess that is an accurate way to put it. But like, y'all could have helped him. like, and to be fair, I get it. Obviously, a lot of the Shinju's existence is realistically just Jura experimenting. He gives me a lot of, I don't want to say Xehanort vibes. He gives me a lot of Orochimaru vibes, I'd say, just for a more series-specific comparison, where he's just willingly using people as tests to figure out his own things. But obviously, where Orochimaru was like directly experimenting with the nature of chakra and jutsu and Gekigenkai and stuff like that. Obviously, Jura's just like experimenting with life, as he is the direct manifestation of the Ten Tails, something responsible for life as it is on the current planet of the Naruto universe, but like, that's it. So of course he is experimenting in that same way, which is why I'm assuming, it is still weird though, that he has like no care at all for his fellow, right? Like, he even only showed up because Boruto showed up. I'm thinking back to the Ryu incident, right? He didn't care about Matsuri at all. He didn't care about Ryu. Like, it's very interesting to see. But then again, he did go out of his way to restore Hidari, which is like, it is causing a little bit of like narrative dissonance where I'm like, okay, I know why you restored Hidari specifically because he's Sasuke, and obviously we're not going to get Sasuke back in the narrative that quickly. But like, it does feel weird that he has so much prejudice, or not prejudice, wrong word, preference for Hidari. You could argue that, though, also being because it is based on Sasuke, and Sasuke already has six paths chakra and stuff like that, or, you know, he had a manifestation of six paths chakra in the Rinnegan before that got taken care of. So, like, maybe it is legit just that, where maybe the Ten Tails that makes up Jura's basis is legit like, this thing's close enough to me. Meanwhile, everyone else that he's been Shinjuifying, Bug was a dude, Moegi was another dude. I mean, what's it? Shinky. It's just another dude. Like, none of these are special six pass tier characters or anything like that. The closest one, like, arguably would be Moegi with, like, Wood Style. Kinda, sorta, but even still. But let's see.
And end up burning out. What as it was, this too seems to be a form of love.
Is he cooking? Is he cooking? Yeah, he's cooking. He's cooking. Yeah, there are many cases in recorded history. I've seen it, but with my own two eyes. But like, there are so many cases of, yeah, someone being very, very determined determined for the sake of someone they love and care for, to the point of burning themselves out. And like sometimes in a literal case of like literally burning themselves out, as in they can't do anything anymore. Like they've so fully dedicated themselves to that person that they aren't really much of an individual, or don't have much time to do anything else. I don't think it's like, personally, I don't know. I wouldn't say I've ever been in love. So maybe once I'm in love, everything will flip, or once I have a kid or something like that. But like, I've never experienced that level of devotion where I'm going to sacrifice everything. But I've seen it. It is a thing, and that is a form of love. Is it a healthy form of love? No, but I wouldn't describe Mushi as exactly a healthy individual either. So yeah, technically Jura is right. Let's see. Hidari, ... Especially, it is interesting, right? Because obviously, all the Shinju so far have expressed different forms of love, right? Obviously, we have Ryu, who was expressing a definitely sort of fatherly love, or like the love between parent and child, because of Shinki's emotions that were being put into protecting Gaara beforehand, and then Ryu was created. Obviously, Matsuri is more genuine, like equal romantic love, considering her love for Konohamaru was one of Moegi's love for Konohamaru. And then we have Mamushi, we're representing a more like primordial, animalistic love, quote unquote. It's really another L word that's 4 letters and ends with ust, but I'm not gonna go too deep into that. Like, obviously, that's another form of love. And then, funnily enough, if Shinki was the love of a parent, if Shinki made Ryu, who was the love for a child to a parent, Hidari is obviously the inverse. He's the love of a parent to a child, because of how his goal, the person he wants to devour, is Sarada, right? And obviously Sasuke, Sarada's father. Obviously, then there's the question of which love that Jura represents, but I think the whole point is that he doesn't necessarily have one just yet, other than like the love of existence and knowledge itself, which is still definitely a form of love. There have been people who are entirely dedicated to simply the world that they study, or the field of study that they're in, and that is love too. Let's see. Yeah, he's bald. Yeah, he's bald. I'm not tweeting. He's bald. Let's see.
His philosophy on life was that the divine trees would thrive as a species, while it incited...
Oh, no, that was a completely separate sentence.
Was that we divine trees would thrive as a species, while it...
while I keep reading excited.
While it incited...
It incited... The alliteration is actually jacking me up right now.
While it incited...
I can't read...
While it incited excitement inside me, you could say it was no more animalistic, short-sighted.
Oh no, actually, wow, it's following up. There you go. Let's see.
You could say it was no more than an animalistic, short-sighted base mindset of an imperfect life form.
But like, I mean, I guess there is that case, right? Where ultimately, especially from our understanding of evolution, how it works, that is kind of how it goes, right? Until like super great conditions are met. Usually that idea of thriving as a species through bringing in the strongest genetics, that's how it works in a lot of cases. And for most animals even, right? Where obviously there are still definitely cases where reproduction doesn't matter at all to certain species just based on how their preference or wired, or some of them literally just make copies of themselves. I forget, there's like, is it a jellyfish? I know there's some like complex organism that in order to reproduce literally just splits. Like it literally just makes a new copy of it as the basis. I know there are like coral reefs are like literally all one dude. It's some there's some ocean creature I'm thinking of. I think it is reefs, where like very akin to a mushroom colony, where like it's literally all one mushroom, or there are some cases where there's like entire forests that are all literally just one tree. It's stuff like that where they just make copies of themselves, and obviously in a case like that, there's no like genetic improvement because you're already perfect, quote unquote. But for not even humans, but for animals that do rely on like domestic or like dualistic reproduction, yeah, that technically is like the most base thing. And does it always work? No, because genetics are random a lot, a lot of the time. One second.
Hidari.
Hidari has no words for anything right now.
Hidari, what do you think?
Good question. Let's see what he does think. Do you think it's cute? Dot dot dot. About his thorn bulb. It was a shame, but there just wasn't enough time. That wasn't the case with my. Oh, okay, okay. You know, I'm glad they're addressing it. I'm glad they're addressing it. Because it isn't like and by there I mean Hidari. I'm glad Hidari is addressing like, dude, everyone can still be alive. You just did something. Let's see. That wasn't the case with Matsuri or Ryu. You could have collected theirs if you wanted. Like you did. Yeah, okay, so we are, okay. Look at you. We are pointing out the biases that clearly, my glorious King Jura has. My glorious, also bald King Jura. Let's say, like you did mine. So, why didn't you? Or rather, why did you bring me back? So, is it gonna be the thing I call? Is it gonna be the bias? I don't know because of the basis of your nature. Like obviously, like meta narratively, it's Sasuke. Like that's the real reason. But in universe, in narrative, what is the reason? Is it the six path stuff? Let's say, why did you bring me back?
That is a non sequitur. I did not ask you that question. I did not ask you that question.
You know what though, funnily enough, as a person who's been in conversations like this before, there have been so many times where I've been on both sides of this, where I've been like, where someone hits me with a non sequitur, and I either do like engage with the non sequitur, or I'm just like, that's not what I asked you, and I have the conversation. It's fun being on both sides occasionally. Let's see.
Dot. Good question. I never pondered the issue, but
So, speaking of, funny how he was talking about how Momoshi's instincts were very base and bestial and didn't have much reason behind them, only for him to do something very base and instinctual without much reason behind it. Let's see.
Just now, when I tried to imagine a world without you in it, I experienced feelings of sadness.
Intriguing. I don't know. Would he have been, like, who was first? Was it Bug or was it Hidari? Was it Mamushi or Hidari? I'm assuming it probably was Hidari, right? Because Code at that point still had control over the claw grinds. And then yeah. I think Hidari is his firstborn, right? Like once again, it's funny. I find myself doing this a lot. Seven Deadly Sins does it a lot too, right? Like I go to think about like the dynamics of the characters, like literally familially, because a lot of the Seven Deadly Sins, it's very funny. A lot of the Seven Deadly Sins main cast is somehow related to each other, and you can actually just trace back certain ties. It's not directly because characters, with rare exception, I believe, don't like literally give birth or aren't directly tied, they're literally just created. But same case for here, in a way, with Jura being the representation of the Ten Tails, and Hidari presumably being the first Shinju, that's not Jura, or I guess, in a sense. With that being the case, that's his firstborn kid. So, and he's presumably existed with Hidari the longest. So he's actually gotten a bond with him. Notably, I don't remember if we know how long Mamushi lasted, but Ryu and Matsuri were like newborns. We have a very vague time scale of how much time has passed or is passing in Boruto. I'll readily admit that. But I believe we know that these two have coexisted for a while now. Let's see.
I experience feelings of sadness. Apologies. Did I gross you out again?
But you know what? Funnily enough, and you know what? I guess that does. It's very interesting. I talked about how Jura is more so like the love of analytical, like love of the world itself, right? That more analytical approach to everything, and that's the love that he represents. But there is also this idea that Jura's in love with literal love, and he understands that just like last time he made Hidari a bit uncomfortable talking about love and stuff like that. He does, in that love of the world, he does love Hidari genuinely too. So it's interesting to see. Very, very akin to funnily enough, Hidari's own relationship with Sarada right now. Let's see. Dot dot dot. I gotta stop doing dot dot. I should just go It was just supposed to be a bit with Jura, but now every time I see the ellipses, I want to go. Let's see. Yeah. It gives me the ick. I will find you. Who translated this chapter? Translation, Mori Morimoto. I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna find you. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna find you. But yeah, gives me the ick. That's weird. I don't know. I mean, to be fair, like, it's not literal. Very akin to like the 7-10 situation. Like, it's not like Jura's actually literally Hidari's dad. Like, technically Hidari's dad is Sasuke, and his mother is the Shinju that bit Sasuke, or the Clawgram that bit Sasuke. Technically. It's more so like Jura's grandfather. I don't know. Let's see. Forgive me. Don't disappear on me. You hear? Alright, he's gonna die. Let's see. It's icky. But weirdly, I'm okay with it. Aw. That, funnily enough, is very, very familial. Like admittedly, it is strange, like, thinking about my own family dynamics, especially considering, like, I was lucky enough to be raised in a healthy, happy household. So that's, like, I don't have any, like, strange emotions or feelings regarding, like, love or affection. I don't know. Like my dad was very traditional, and thus, like, his love and affection was very different than what came from my mother, right? So I wasn't like lots of words of affirmation. It was like, good job, son, and like that stuff. And he's changed as he's gotten older. Very interesting to watch how my dad has changed, just in the same way it's interesting to watch how I've changed. But I have seen people who, like Hidari, who do, especially considering backgrounds and how they were raised, who struggle with that idea of like, what do you mean you love me? It's kind of nasty, bro. like it is. I'm not blaming. I'm not pushing anything, but it's interesting to know. And obviously, it does also make sense for Hidari being a reflection of Sasuke, who did, like, he had a dynamic with his father. I'm not saying it was like necessarily massively unhealthy or anything, but he didn't have the most like clear. Like, Itachi was the favorite son, right? Fugaku wasn't necessarily the most equal dynamic to father. Anyway, I highly doubt he expressed. In fact, I know for a fact he didn't express too much direct love to Sasuke without Itachi's pushing. So, yeah, obviously Hidari reflecting another familial dynamic through Jura as his pseudo-father figure, I suppose. Yeah, I bet he would really be okay with it, because it is nice. It's something, and we know Sasuke and the Uchiha in general are heavily based around that idea of love and the strong emotions it makes them feel. Let's say. Aw, grin. Let's see. Really? Hidari, you're gonna make your grandpa cry. It's gotta be grandpa, right? It's got right. Am I thinking that right? Because if I'm taking it, to be fair, I guess you could say father just directly, and it's I'm presumably supposed to read it more so as direct fatherhood, right? If I'm still doing like the whole story that Boruto's exploring right now, it's many different types of love, right? I'm assuming it's probably supposed to be, but then again, no, it may be the love of a progenitor or a creator / grandfather. Thinking about it logistically. Not only just because Claw Grind plus Sasuke made Hidari. It's like, in the levels of it all, if Ten Tails makes Claw Grind and Claw Grind plus Sasuke makes Hidari, that's like 2 layers. That's a layer of separation. And obviously, we've already had like both sides of the father-daughter or like parent-child dynamic with Ryu and Hidari. So like, maybe it is meant to be more grandfatherly. But let's see. Really? Oh, all right. And we cut away. Okay. Let's see. Oh, Ada's watching them. All right, I thought we could just cut away flat. Let's see. What the? Are they seriously bonding? Yeah, yeah. They're doing a little family thing. Come on now, don't knock it. Let's see. Ooh. Oh yeah, new glasses. Thank you so much. Who are you saying that? Oh, well, probably someone inside the building. Let's see. All right. At least my vision is back now. Yeah, for now. For now. You will, like, go get, please. Your daddy's eyes gotta be somewhere, sorry. Your dad's eyes, please, like, to be fair, Sakura didn't say that, though. If anything, and just to be fair though, I know Sasuke had to leave on very short notice, but that wasn't a conversation. Like, did he really? Like, did he never expect Sarada to awaken those eyes? Like, I feel like that would be the first thing. Like the second, admittedly, it'd be rough because then I have to explain. Especially if Sasuke and if Sasuke and Sakura had multiple kids, we'd have to be like, all right, Sarada, here's where I keep my old eyes in case you need them when you unlock your Mangekyo. Once you take yours out, put yours in the culture fluid or whatever to keep them safe and preserved, just in case. So your younger sibling can also have it. Like, I don't know. It'd be very interesting. Let's see. But all that to say, maybe not tell Sarada directly, but Sakura should know. If anything, you would think Sakura would be the one tasked with guarding those eyes, or maybe Kadin or something like someone. But his wife should know where those eyes are, because especially they know that their daughter's likely going to unlock it. It's kind of the whole thing. Let's see. An Uzumaki binding? Let's see. Probably Himawari? Not Himawari. Not Himawari. Well, that makes sense. So why would Himawari be aura forming? Oh, he's so high up. Oh, but that makes sense. He's probably just out of the village's sensory range. That means he was. I wonder if that means he's probably just tracking her chakra. I'm about to say. Well, let's see. Boruto. What the heck? At all times?
Yes, at all times.
So you mean like when I'm sleeping and when I'm bathing too? Even when I'm contemplating on the toilet? I'm assuming something about maintaining the mind formation or mind transfer jutsu or something like that. Why did you immediately? I mean, I get it. That I also do do my best thing on the porcelain throne, but really? Let's see. That's right. Even whenever the need arises, I'll call on you through that toad. Oh, okay. So it's not him maintaining anything, it's just being available at all times. Let's see.
So you must always be ready to activate the mind transmission and mind transformation. Wait, no, the mind transmission and the mind transmission formation jutsu at a moment's notice. That is your mission.
Yeah, it makes sense though. Like especially, and I'll give this, with how much everything has evolved in Naruto, I still do like the idea that communication is one of the most core things, especially with Naruto heavily being a story about connections and people and teamwork and stuff like that. And obviously Boruto is still about that, but arguably to a lesser degree. Still, I like that base foundation of communication is still there. It's very human, ironically enough. Let's see.
That is your mission.
That's... Oh, Kawaki. What are you doing? Alright. Were you just in the elevator, bro? What are you doing out here? Let's see.
Good timing. I'm almost stopping it.
Almost at a stopping point. Almost at a stopping point in my work. Stupid frog. I don't know why the frog keeps frying me, bro. Hold on. This is probably a model's frog, though. I think it looks different from Kaji and Cody's frog, right? Oh, actually, no, this looks like the same frog. Hold on, let's see.
I'm almost at a stopping point in my work.
Kawaki like, am I tweaking right now? am I tweaking right now? Is that a rock? I don't blame you, Kawaki. I don't blame you. Let's see. Glance. Alright. Oh, okay, no, these may be Yamato frogs. Alright, let's see. Can you wait one moment? I'm just about done. What are you doing? Whoa! Yeah, he has a lot of good info, so I don't blame him. He's probably refining the tech right now. Let's see. Hey, what's up with all these toads? Oh, okay, so wait, the toad. Oh, okay, so that's his daughter, or Delta, currently, in the incubation tube. And this was an Amato toad. Are they supposed to look this similar? Okay, no. Okay, that's the. I was about to say. I know there's a difference between the Yamato toads and the Kashinkoji toads. I thought it was just the detail, the dark coloration around the eyes. It's also the dark coloration around the forehead. I need to figure out how to fit in frame better. I slouch. I'm down here. That's bad. I need to fix my posture. Hold on. Do I fix my posture or do I? That's a little bit better. There we go. Let's see. Sorry, the dark coloration on the forehead or on the top of the head versus the Yamato frogs not having that. They still have the same like dark coloration around the eyes, but Amano Toad seemed to not have the dark coloration on the forehead or around the head. Let's see. You wait one moment. I'm just about done. Hey, what's up with all the toads? Are you freaking and geeking? Oh, well, to be fair, he also did create Kashin Koji, so I don't know. Let's see. Their core base is identical to Kashin Koji's, but these are okay, interesting. Interesting. Core base. So are they robots too? Cyborgs? Cyborg frogs? Let's see. Their core base is identical to Kashin Koji's, but these are special units I customized for me. As you know, they're all scientific. Yeah, so they're all ninja tools. Let's see. As you know, they're all scientific ninja tools. They're all speaking. Okay, I know it doesn't make sense for me to do a different voice for the frog and for the person who's communicating through the frog. But unless it's specifically moments like this where like the core character's talking at the same time as the frog, I'm gonna keep doing the bit, bro. I'm gonna keep doing I have to have fun, alright? I have to have more fun. Let's see. They're scientific ninja tools, not living creatures. You can even shrink them with Sukuna Ikona. And I have complete control over them. They're rather cute, don't you think? I don't know. I'm trying to think of interactions I've had with frogs in my life. I don't think I've ever eaten them. Not yet. Right? If I feel like I remember if I did. Like, I remember every, like non-conventional thing I've eaten, I know what I've eaten. I don't think I've eaten frog legs before. I would try them, though. I heard they're a delicacy. But still, cute. Oh, there's a chapter title. Interesting. All right. Let's see. Cut to the chase, Amato. Sorry, this is way too deep. Cut to the chase, Amato. You didn't just summon me here to brag about your toys, did you? Boing! All right. Of course not. Take a look at this, will you? Oh, let's see. Oh, interesting. All right. Interesting. So he has 85 attack and 15 defense. At least that's what I think that means. This system... Wait, no. I need to put more... See, I'm keeping Kawaki's voice deep because I feel like that's how the character should sound. But also, I need to put more gravel in Amato's voice. Hold on. Hakuna Matata. Hakuna Matata. Hakuna Matata. Hakuna Matata. This screen shows the system controlling your combat abilities. Your current parameters are attack-oriented. 85% offense, 15% defense. Okay, so I did read that right. Hey, only 85%? You fiend. You're still wasting 15%. You will get one-tapped. Brother, you will get one-tapped. And to be fair, these percentages could legit be exponential. That's kind of what it seems like. Like, I know he was heavily built for defense before, but, like, he did seem to get exponentially stronger after being adjusted. But, like, dude, you can't... and that is interesting, though. The idea that his attack potency... Ooh, beer, we looking rough. Hold on. Come here. Wait a second. Ooh. Let me brush that bad boy out. But regardless... Dude, you can't be one-tapped. It is interesting that because he's so, like, mechanical, he literally doesn't have, like, the general standard of, oh, if you can hit something that hard, you can also take that much damage. No, you're genuinely lucky that he left you with 15%. You would absolutely be atomized. Let's see. You're still wasting 15%. I said there we go, that's a better voice of Kawaki. I said put 100% into my attack power. Calm down, you darn brat. You're the one who pathetically overheated at a crucial moment. It's thanks to that 15% that you're still alive and able to stand over there. Yeah! Like, yeah! I'm gonna be like, well, maybe, no! He's right, yeah! Doesn't make any sense. Let's see. Still alive and able to stand over there. Ugh. Listen, Kawaki. Don't misunderstand me. I know yelling at you is not productive. That's not why I asked you here. Quite the opposite. I'm offering to fulfill that wish of yours. 200%? 200%? Like, I don't know, man. And to be fair, I get it. It's kind of, funnily enough, it's very akin to the glass cannon archetype in most video games, right? Where sometimes, if you hit strong enough, if you hit hard enough and you're fast enough, and as long as you play your cards right, it doesn't necessarily matter how low your defenses are, right? For example, one of the most broken, and this is back, funny enough, you can go back to the video on the channel. It's the video called, like, Mosa Madness or something like that. But Pheromosa, back in Gen 8 OU, literally got banned. It got banned despite having, like, 39 defenses, and, like, I don't know, 70, 60 HP. Why? Because it literally just hit so hard and so fast, it didn't matter what you did. Literally, I ran Life Orb Mosa and just slaughtered things in mass because it was that easy. And that was a case where having so much attack power and so much speed made it so that you being a piece of paper didn't really matter. And for another example, for my Fire Emblem players out there, if you play 3 Houses, I know Fortune's Weave is coming out. I don't have a Switch 2, don't plan to get one. But so I'm not gonna play it. But in 3 Houses specifically, everyone knows Lysithea is arguably the best non-lure unit in that game. Why? Because she literally blows everything up. It doesn't matter that her defenses are like 2. Outside of her res. Her res is dumb, stupid eye. But like, obviously, it doesn't matter that she's literally folds in the wind because she does that much damage. So that's obviously the kind of archetype Kawaki's going for. But the issue with Kawaki, from his perspective, is that he's not playing a video game. He's in a real narrative. So like, you can, well, obviously he's Kawaki. We know because of chapter 1, we know he will make it to the end. But in this moment, Kawaki doesn't know that. So he's really risking it all right now. Wait. Stick. Huh? You just letting a lot. I mean, I get it. It's a model. You gotta do what you gotta do, but you just letting a lot happen to you, Kawaki. You let him get all sticky with you? Let's see. Beep beep. Oh. Alright. That simple? Oh, actually, that'd be cool. I'm assuming what he's doing by attaching the frog to Kawaki. Is he gonna do like a... I mean, let me just read, but let me say it real quick. I keep doing this where I'm like, hey, I wonder if this is the thing, and I read 2 panels ahead, and it's the exact same thing. I'm assuming it's going to be something like the God to Blue switch from the Dragon Ball Super manga, where ultimately the attack power of Blue was a lot higher, but it was very stamina intensive. So what Vegeta ended up doing in the Goku Black arc was switching from God to Blue on every single attack, so he could still use the enhanced base power and stats of God, but then have the actual AP for Blue. But in this case, it'd be kind of like Amato switching Kawaki's attack and defense on the fly, right? By spontaneously upping Kawaki's attack for when he's attacking, and then upping his defense for defending. So he essentially gets to have the best of both worlds. Of course, that all relies on Amato actually being able to react to the speed that Kawaki's fighting at. So, we'll see. Let's see. The number shifted. The values didn't just change on screen. I just said your Wait, no. I keep giving him too high for registered and ruining the graphic. Let's see. The values didn't just change on screen. I've adjusted your combat ability parameters. Wait, no. I've adjusted your combat ability parameters for real. This system is a setup, so I can modify the settings instantly and remotely, by will alone, via that toad on your neck. Okay, so that toad's gonna be removed at some point, and we know that's gonna happen. But interesting, that it is legit just like that. He can freely adjust it between the two. What? For example, on a day-to-day basis, you'd be at 100% defense. So if there's even so that even if there was a surprise attack from behind, there's virtually no chance you would die. Conversely, during battle, I'd switch your settings to 100% offense. Instantaneously, of course. There's gotta be some delay. I mean, like, it's a motto, so probably not. But, like, there's gotta be some delay in that, right? The delay is a motto, right? That's the thing. He would have to be inconsistent, and to be fair, he can see through the frog. So he would be able to, like, see what's happening. But, I don't know, Amato. You got that godlike reaction to your... You got that godlike combat speed, bro? Let's see. Is this cheat code really possible? It is for me. It depends on keeping that toad on you 24/7. That's the only caveat. And I'll be fully handling the controls. Well, you can already do that. Let's see. Toad's like, I mean, I can give you a belly if you want. Let's see. Well, if it works. Essentially the way ninja exercise chakra control. I figured it'd suit a rationalist like you, who excuse formal training. Yeah, he's a lazy bum. Let's see. It's not a bad deal. Thanks for coming around. I don't know. I really like Amato, but Amato's one of those individuals, and like I know like 3 Amatos in life. Never take anything from them, because you're gonna have to pay. You're gonna have to pay it back with yourself. And hey, funnily enough, I don't think people would describe me as an Amato. People would describe me as a Amato light. I'm not gonna really charge anything back from you. But no, I'm a very type kind of guy. If you already have a high threshold, right? For example, if I need to lend you something, we need to have a strong, established foundation. Or I have to feel extremely generous that day, and I rarely... So, in that case, if you ever burn me on something, you're never getting anything from me again. That's why I say I'm Amato light. I know real Amatos who are willing to give you anything and everything you want. Oh, it's gonna cost you. Let's see. Thanks for coming around. Just, if you want my help with this matter, I have one favor to ask of you. Could you actually do the thing to fix my daughter yet? Let's see. I'll say it again. It's about giving your daughter a karma. No can't do. Agree to wait until all the divine trees were disposed of. She's just chilling. I think that is just Delta, right? I think Delta is the daughter, right? That's the thing at this point. And it's just that she keeps going back into the stasis tube whenever she's not needed for combat. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, I just jabbed myself. How'd I bang my nose and bang my eye at the same time, bro? Oh, my word. What was I even talking about? It hurt. Oh, my left eye. Let's see. I don't even remember. Daughter, same, whatever. I don't know. Oh, man, my eye. Let's see. Yeah, yes, I know. We're not rehashing that topic. What I want you to do is something different, and it's urgent. Oh, okay, interesting. And of course, well, you know what, I'll give it credit. Kishimoto and Ikimoto are keeping me very intrigued with the chapter. Let's see. Tip, huff, huff. Oh, interesting. To a tree? Boruto, quit ore farming on your friend. Let's see. Well, let's be fair. It's in the blood. Well, is it? No, it's not in the blood. Well, it kind of is. Let's see. Sorry, I was afraid we'd be interrupted at the village. Oh, what you trying to get into? I know they're just gonna talk. Boruto's not that kind of guy. Let's see. I'm just envious that you can fly. I mean, so can you. You'll go blind though. Let's see. Oh wait, does Boruto have her eyes? The backup eyes? Let's see. That you can fly. I'm relieved that it seems like you can see all right. Yeah, with some stronger glasses. Let's see. Well, for now. And it's nothing compared to your right eye. Oh yeah, the Byakugan. But like, I'm sorry, Kishimoto. It's way too late. It's way too late to glaze the Byakugan now. Let's see. Huh? Why bring that up now? I never got to properly apologize to you. So, I'm sorry. Must have been. He can still use it though. I mean, like, still, sure, sucks having it closed most of the time. But, like, he can still use it. It'd be one thing if he was legit half blind. But he's chilling. Let's see. It must have been rough. So is your vision. Let's see. Well, it wasn't easy. Honestly, so much was going on back then that my eye was the least of my worries. And hey, makes me look cool, right? Like totally awesome. Oh, there's some of that old boy. Oh my heart. Oh my heart. Oh my heart. Oh, that's nice. That's sweet. You tell me. And people really think if Boromir ends up actually happening, bro. If Boromir actually ends up happening, I have a friend in particular who's waiting to slam me over the head with a hammer, bro. Because I slander them at every opportunity. Because they are, and admittedly, they're fantastic artists. But they are in Boromir and shipping to their dying day. If it actually ends up happening, bro, Borosar is a canon. I know. Like, it may be my own Mjolnir. Some hammer is coming down on my dome piece. And then I'm getting Millie rocked on. As they drag me away to the hospital. Let's see. Hopefully it'll be like a car. Please don't call an ambulance for me. It's never worth it. Let's see. You tell me. Bored to quit cheese. Let's see. Oh, okay, so she explained. Code's gonna come after me? Probably. Seems like he plans to take you hostage and give you to the Divine Trees to be used as bait to lure me to them. They're like, you just, to be fair though, I don't, now, especially with what Juro established at the start of this chapter, I don't think he's gonna leave Hidari alone, and that's gonna be the main thing. But if Hidari ever leaves out, gank him! You know where the tree's at, you've marked it. Gank him, get a Sasuke back, and yeah! Let's see. Though admittedly, then Juro's gonna go on aggro, presumably. Let's see. Use the bait to lure them. Yeah, so, sorry to get your backup eye. Let's see. During our battle with Mamushi, Code quietly left claw marks all over the village. We're now in a situation where he can appear anytime he wants. That was actually smart. I wonder if I go back to the previous chapters, can actually see him doing that. I mean, obviously, it just makes sense that he could be doing that, but I don't think we ever saw anything that implied that he was doing that. Let's see. Only option is Kawaki shrinking them with Sukuna Ikona. But it'd be a challenge even with the whole police force helping. Plus, there's a risk of him eavesdropping. Like he could be doing right now. Let's see. I get it now. You brought me out here so that Code wouldn't listen in. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. There's that. But I also wanted to get... I thought he was looking at Paul something. Let's see. Also wanted to give these to you. Huh? Aren't these... Sarada. The reason I told you Code's scheme was not to simply to tell you to be careful. Oh? Sarada. I want him to let... What? 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 I know intentionally being a damsel in distress isn't the same as actually being a damsel in distress. Come on, man! Let's see. Sarada, I want you to let him capture you. He'll likely take you straight to their base. But don't worry. I'll fly. I know he means teleport, but it's so funny to imagine Mortal legit just flying over there. But don't worry. I'll fly right to you, using those symbols I just gave you. A reverse trap. Yeah, but like, the issue, no matter what, is you still can't beat Juro. Like, a code, presumably light work, though he believes he can still kill you in one shot, and you like clearly treated him with some reverence. Like clearly it's something there, but Boruto, you're still in a non-winning scenario. Putting Sarada in a trap kind of just expedites the process. I was like, you need to train more. Let's. That's right. Listen, wherever code ends up taking you, just drop those symbols as soon as you arrive. Huh? Why? So I can quickly and accurately pick up on the chakra embedded in them. Sensing my chakra is harder if you're still holding them. Ah, interesting. I mean, I guess that makes sense, especially since, like, the relative chakra of a whole person to what he's imbued in symbols. Seems legit. Let's see. It's interesting, though, like, I mean, I believe his Raijin is just altered, but why not just mark her? Right? Like it could just be, he's probably just not as skilled as Minato or Tobirama at this point, but, like, he could just leave a mark on her. We know that a flying Raijin mark was included in, I know it was in Kushina's seal. I think there was one on Naruto. And we know the one on Obito that he just placed lasted forever. So like he could mark, but then again, it could still be a chakra sensing thing where maybe he does have the ability to mark a person, but he doesn't have the technical skill to still distinguish that mark, right? Like to be able to remember, like he may remember that he placed the mark on somebody, but he wouldn't be able to sense that mark. Let's see. I see. Got it. What else? Boruto's like, you're probably gonna annihilate you a little bit. Let's see. Boruto? Hoping we're successful, of course. But it's a risky plan. Unforeseen circumstances are possible. ... Just Sarada. Ellipses. Never ever give up hope. What kind of dark future you see? What kind of snitching got you do? What? No matter what happens. Sarada looking like, are you not strong enough to fight? Sarada looking like, are you just you throwing me up as an Orlob? Let's see. Oh, back to the Shinju. Man, to have the Hidari built, right? Like, gee, but it's just casual fighting. Gee, let's see.
Hidari, you've been reading rather avidly lately, and it's always that one book. Is it really that engrossing?
Is he rereading the same book? I mean, to be fair, I used to do a lot of that too when I was younger. And Hidari is like what, a year old, if that. Let's see.
Is it really that engrossing?
Not reading. Just looking at the pictures, bro. Yes. Just gazing at it. Okay. Are you actually illiterate? Let's see.
Oh? Let me see it.
Is it one of Jiraiya's books or something? Why does he look so shocked? ...
Ah, ellipses.
What? Oh. Not one of Jiraiya's. Interesting. Interesting. Just a cat book. Okay. That's adorable. That's cute. I believe Sasuke is established to like cats. I was like,
what is this? There's no text at all. Just photos of cats on every single page.
Well, you know what they say, a picture's worth 1,000 words. That's why I said, gazing, not reading.
You truly are an odd one.
Hey, that's your first grandbaby, dog. You be happy. Be happy he's looking at anything. It is interesting, though. I wonder, like, but to be fair, though, there's some things you just do that don't have much logic and reasoning behind them. Like, especially, it's funny, when I create things from scratch, right? Like, where's my sketchbook? This one's close by. When I create things from scratch, I mean, like, pure scratch, no real intention to do anything with them. Because, like, obviously, I have my own story that I'm writing. I'm doing character designs. And arguably, I could reuse some of these character designs for said story. But, like, dog, I just made these. I just birthed them. I just, like just did, they were just in my head. No particular motivation, I just did it. Why? I don't know. Do I have reason? I mean, I like to draw. That's about all I got. But yeah, sometimes you just do that. And yeah, it's okay to be odd. It's okay to be a little bit uncouth, if you will. That's it. That's not, those two words do not mean the same thing. That's it. Jura, what do you think when you look at that. We're gonna get a cute run back. Let's see. Nekopara, cat paradise. Where'd you even get that book from, Idari? Let's see.
What is there to think without any text?
And it is a run back of the chapter title.
There's nothing I can glean.
That is interesting, though. Like, admittedly, I get that to some degree. Like, but I'm a manga reader, so I do glean. I glean a lot from images, right? Like a lot of me, even a lot of the vocalizations I made that aren't explicitly text is clearly me vocalizing based on what I'm inferring from images. So I guess that'd be like, I wonder what Juro would feel like about manga and comics, because there are images going alongside with text, but the images don't innately explain themselves, right? Like, for example, I could, well, sometimes they do, but you need further context. I could, for example, something like Sakamoto Days, right? I throw Sakamoto to somebody, take away all the words, and you can still tell what's happening. It's two characters fighting most of the time. But even still, there's more you can glean from that, from looking at it by understanding the text and the words. Like, I believe pictures and words together elevate a material. It helps a lot. Even though, obviously, half the fun of just reading a regular book is using your own mind to visualize stuff. But then again, there are people who can't do that. There are people, I forget what it's called. I forget what the, it's not even like, I forget if I'm the bad or weird, not bad, weird one, or the unstandard one, or if it's the people who don't envision things. But I can put images in my own head, right? I can think of an apple, and right now, despite my eyes being open and there being no apples in the vicinity, I can picture that apple. It's red with a green leaf and a brown stem, not eaten, not bitten into, and then now it's bitten into. Now there's a worm coming out of it. I'm literally just thinking of it, right? And that's sort of what I do whenever I create my art. I think of something I want to put to paper, and I try to do that. Of course, it doesn't come out perfect half the time, but still, that's what that is. But there are people, in fact, one of my best friends, he can't picture that. He can't think of that. He doesn't know what I look like, which is still insane to me, right? Like, he's like, all the years you know me, and I just don't exist in your head once I'm gone. He's like, you exist, but like as a series of words. I'm like, how does that work? But that is how it is sometimes. And maybe Juro's like that. But at the same time, he's still also kind of a baby. So let's say, you don't find them cute? Juro's like, what on earth does that mean, child? Let's say, he had to check the text real quick, like,
what? ...
Why is the cat war farming on him? Let's see.
Cute. ...
Question mark. Yeah, he doesn't get it. He doesn't get it yet. Okay. Let's see. Oh, okay, interesting. That feels so. I was about to say, is that about to say that? Yeah, it is. Let's see. Ah, there he is. Hey there, Idojin. Mr. Amato. Trot. Here's the data from the battle against Mamushi. Might be useful in the future. Could you give it to them when you see him? Huh? Him? You mean Boruto? No, his accomplice. yeah, like, I'm glad Amato's not even being slick about it. He's like, I know what's going on. I'm not stupid. Let's see. No, his accomplice, Kashin Koji. You've met him, haven't you? Yeah, but he hangs out in this weird place. So I think it'd be faster if you gave it to Boruto. But Koji could... Wow, interesting. Oh, but Koji would comprehend right away the significance of this data. Just show it to him. ... Okay. How are you gonna get it to him, though? Oh, well, maybe... Probably gonna put it in a frog. Let's see. It's such a casual Amato interaction. Let's see. It's unusual to see Mr. Amato outside. So what's supposed to happen next? ...
Actually,
I've never once seen this scene. And still no prescience updates. We're in the dark. Huh? Then what should I do with this flash drive scroll? That's so crazy. Let's see.
I'll still take it from you, but just to be safe, I'll wait to check its contents until after my next update.
But what if the contents provide you a new update? You don't know when that's gonna come in. Let's see. Oh, actually, it may wipe him. That may be the issue, right? If he... Oh, what if the scroll has... Interesting. Would Amato want to kill Koji, though? My wonder is, what if the scroll has Kawaki in it, right? Maybe that would be the thing. I could see that end up being the case. The scroll has Kawaki in it, and then Kawaki is there to threaten Amato. Or maybe the frog on Kawaki leaps to Amato to, like, reset him. Because Kashin Koji is a clone of Jiraiya. he still should be under Amato's direct jurisdiction, so maybe Amato wants to get control over him again. We'll see. Makes sense, because if we know the outcome beforehand, there'll be nothing to worry about. Frog gets reverse summoned. Summoning jutsu. Boof. Yeah, the Kawaki's in that thing. Yeah, especially with Amato saying it was urgent. Yeah, Kawaki's in there. Let's see. Dot, dot, dot. Flutter? Oh, okay, interesting. Oh. Wind blue. Drops a scroll. Looks around. Dot, dot, dot. Cling, cling. Ah, yeah. 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 Makes sense. Alright, interesting. But, like, weird. I bet he wants updates. He probably, now that he knows about prescience, right? Like, he knows about the ability to see the future. He probably wants to figure out how Koji unlocked it, or how he could use it directly, or possibly trigger it directly. So he's probably going to have Kawaki incapacitate Koji, reverse summon Kawaki back, and then go from there. Let's see. Kawaki. Ah, yeah. Yeah, just hard reset. Interesting. Don't even use Kawaki to attack him. Literally just hold the frog. Let's see.
Cul-de-sac. Caution. Koji.
And that knocks him out. Whip. Boom. Yep. Completely incapacitates him. That was very, I mean, interesting. Yeah. I don't blame him though. That's the thing about Amato. Unfortunately you can't trust him, but at the same time he's too useful to not try and glean the information you could have gotten from that. But it came with a hefty cost. Let's see. Eesh. You put a command code in him too. What? He put a command he put a command code in everybody. Let's not be surprised. Let's see.
I'll move him to the lab using the summoning tech. You touch the toad as well if you don't want to be stranded here.
Mad scientist. Kajin Koji's knocked out. Alright, interesting. Alright.
They're actually,
A W chapter. Still clearly a intermediary chapter. We aren't necessarily, like, vibing and rolling and saucing in the aftermath of Big Ma, Big Moo, Big She. But in that same case, it is a good intermediary chapter. It's setting up a lot of the future in a way that I'm very intrigued with. Obviously, one of the most interesting parts of the chapter to me still is this whole dynamic building between Jura and Hidari, especially with Jura explaining himself that he doesn't really get why he saved Hidari in specific. So it was a more base primal animalistic thing, something that he was initially critiquing Mamushi for. Interesting stuff. I'm interested to see where that ends up going. Obviously, Hidari will eventually end up perishing, and I'm wondering how Juro is going to feel about that. Will he work to stop it? I don't know. And then, obviously, we have the other issue of our cast kind of not being strong enough right now to at least deal with the remaining Shinju, who are still currently the main threat. With Boruto resorting to a plan as desperate as, hey, sorry to get kidnapped and taken to their home base so I can 1v3 code Hidari and Jura at the same time while you're half blind. Okay, like obviously it goes to show how desperate the scenario is where he's willing to risk this at all. And obviously he doesn't have a clear pathway of how this is going to go just yet, and he probably won't be able to get it because Kashi Koji's knocked out by the end of the chapter. And then of course you do have Jura still developing his understanding as the individual, which is interesting to see. I really like Jura. I still think he's kind of ugly, but I still really like the guy. And then Amato is kind of the underlying pseudo, like, I'm not gonna call him an antagonist, but he's that wily third party that you kind of just don't know what's going to happen with him until it happens. And hey, dare I say, I really like that kind of storytelling. So ultimately, I'm intrigued to see where this is going to go. I don't think he's going to like decommission Kashin Koji, but I do think he's going to do research on him again. Maybe take him out the plot for a while. And taking him out the plot for a while is probably really bad, because if you take him out the plot for a while, the main issue is going to be him not being there, providing any help or support to Boruto right after Boruto did the whole, hey, sorry to get captured now plan. So when Boruto goes to consult Kashin Koji and Kashin Koji's not there, yeah, it's probably going to be some problems. And I'm assuming the next major issue is Boruto's going to realize Kashin Koji isn't there. And probably assume Amato, but not be able to get to Amato in time. And then Sakura, it's not Sakura, Sarada is going to already be committing to the getting captured bit. And then she's going to get captured. And then Boruto will be flying in blind. So it is an interesting thing. I'm interested to see how the next chapter goes. And overall, an W chapter. If you made all the way through this video, please leave Night Night? I don't know. I was gonna try to work cute in there, but it's a 4-letter word. I can't do too much with that. Leave Night Night in the comment section down below. And the things what you're watching, leave a like, share, leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe. Make sure that leads to notifications so you don't miss out on any videos that come to the channel. Also, soon to have a Patreon below. Use word me for as well as $1 a month. You things like exclusive videos, early content, and more. Also, now become a member of the channel for as well as $3 a month to get the same perks and more. Some folks include live reactions to this year's aim to review, ad-free reactions to all my videos, early ad-free access to all my videos, early ad-free access not just all my videos on my main channel, but all my videos on the second channel that got reaction. Link in the description down below. On the link to my Ko-Fi down below. You drop 5 pieces of short video, 20 pieces of audio, or any means at all. Any support is always greatly appreciated. And I want to thank you so much for watching once again, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. This is That Guy with the Pencil, writing off. I'd like to give a thank you to our sketch tier members: Red Wolf 4765, Astro, Glacier XZ, Zera, J2MA, Buddha Ura, Yuki Ally, Grim, Ollie, Corey Watson, Damon Brown, Tim Thomas, Kaving, RXN, Dead Meat, Keon Stewart, Edwin Igbignoba, Straw, Antavius Mitchell, Weary Exile, Alex Kenny, Todd, The Practical One, Landon Clapwick, Heath Nelson, CAET, Plant Grown, Brandon Payne, Multi-Batman Superman, Zalim, Sleepin' John, Mocity King DKG, Union Eye, Athenzi Shear, Sino King, CCC, Axis Hexy, Praise the Sun, Magic, Andreen Bonnet, at JDog2656, Sheesh King, AZ Void, Sky XT, Felix, The Young Family Pastel Pandora, John Malcolm, Donovan McIntosh, Black Doctor Strange, Superflame Zero, Vlad, Victor Gabriel Velasquez, Ben Koo, Nevies97, and Not Drippy. Then, I'd like to give a thank you to our line art tier patrons: A+A, Kevin Encarnacion, Lucas Stace, Midnight Lord 21, and Shaw. And I'd like to give a thank you to our ink tier member, Shrimpo the Forest Shrimp 06. And I'd like to give a thank you to our digital art tier member, Jay Warrior. And I'd like to give a thank you to our colored art tier patrons, Walking Munoz and Joaquin Munoz.